Okay, hi. Welcome to our Facebook Live Gentle Moderate Flow Yoga class. My name is Rachael Plaine, and we're here in my living room today. And I just want to make sure that this is working properly because I'm filming on my computer. So if you're tuning in, and you could just let me know if you can see me, that would be great. Okay, Chelsea and Sarah are here. Can you guys see and hear me? And Helen, hi Helen. I'm on my computer today. Can you see and hear me? Can someone just give me a heads up, maybe, if you can? Ooh. Okay, Sarah says hi. You can hear me okay, Sarah? Hi. Hi, Amy. Yep, I'm getting a thumbs up from Chelsea. Okay, we're going to go. This is so awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Rachael Plaine with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. Thanks, Sarah. And we're here on Facebook Live in my living room. So the studio, as you probably know, is closed right now to students and to employees. So we're live streaming from our homes. So we're going to keep going on our usual schedule. So if you're familiar with our Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness classes that you go to in studio, we're going to keep doing them here in my home and in our instructors' homes and live streaming them on Facebook and then posting to YouTube for you. So you guys have been so awesome. Thank you so much for following along on this virtual journey. We're all adjusting and adapting day by day and learning how to just connect and create community and move and stay healthy and happy during these crazy times. So I'm hoping you guys are all well, and I'm really grateful that we're able to get together and practice, even if it's from our homes, and still be together and breathe and move and create peace and mindfulness and happiness and joy within ourselves, and help spread that out to the community around us when we all need it so much. So we're going to get right to it. So if you're just tuning in, this is our gentle, moderate paced class, a flow class. It's good for all levels and abilities. Beginners are welcome. Just modify and adjust as you'd like. We'll start with a seated centering. We'll do a little bit of meditation and warm up. We'll get into a standing flow, and then have some nice relaxation at the end. We'll get started. You don't need anything special, just your mat if you have one, but you don't need that either. So we'll get going. And thank you. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. So we'll start, let's actually start on our backs today. We have been starting seated the past week, but yes, on Monday we started on our back. So let's do that again today. So you can come to lay down on your back. We're going to take our centering laying down. So take a nice big stretch, send the legs forward, send the arms behind you. Stretch out from your fingers to your toes. Gather your knees up into your belly. Hold the knees or the shins, or wrap the arms around the legs and just take a little rock side to side. So just a nice easy rock back and forth. Good. And then place your hands on your knees. Start to circle your knees around in one direction. And then start to circle your knees the other way. So if you're just joining us, we're just starting to kind of tap into our bodies before we come into stillness for our meditation, for our practice together today. And then place your feet on the ground. Take them about max width distance apart. Bring your arms out to T. Just windshield wiper the legs side to side, left to right. You could get your head involved, so you could move your knees over to the left and then your head to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, knees to the right, head to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale to switch. Again, inhale through center. And exhale, switch. Inhale through center, stay at the top. Breathing out where you are. We'll take our centering here. So you can slide the arms down like Shavasana, about 45 degrees at the armpit. And then maybe place the hands on the low belly, or a hand up on the heart and on the belly. Knees could be up to the ceiling, or you could let them fall together. You could also open them apart to recline bones angle, feet touch, knees apart. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale a sigh. And we'll begin another deep breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. That letting go breath. One more time. Deep in breath and let go. Okay, you'll breathe in through your nose. Just pause at the top. Through your nose, slowly release the breath, the chest, the ribs, the belly, all the way out to the bottom. Then continue that. Fill the low belly with breath. Fill the ribs, fill the heart and chest with breath. And exhale, release the chest. Release the ribs. Release the belly. Keep going with that deep, steady breath in and out through the nose. You're taking that 3-part Dirga breath, breathing into the belly, into the ribs, into the heart and chest. And exhale, releasing the chest, releasing the ribs, releasing the belly. Allowing the breath to start to calm the fluctuations of your mind, to start to calm the nervous system, allowing the physical body to relax, your mind to settle, your heart to find peace. Just taking a few moments to drop into the present moment, to connect to your body, your mind, your heart. To use this practice as a way to strengthen yourself, to build peace, presence, connection, unity within yourself, tapping into that truest, highest, best, most aligned, conscious version of yourself. Peaceful, present, compassionate, and loving. Just a few more breaths here. And then from where you are, take a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, turn your head to the right and just pause. You can hold there, take a deep breath in, and full breath out. As you inhale, roll the head through center. As you exhale, turn your head the other way and pause. In. And full breath out. Inhale through center. Exhale right where you are. Take a moment to form an intention for this morning. How do you want to feel today in your practice? How do you want to feel after your practice? How do you want to show up for yourself and for others? What do you need this morning? Holding that in your heart as your intention throughout your practice. And then when you're ready, if the legs are in bound angle with the knees apart, just slide the hands to the outer edges of the thighs. Help to guide the legs back together. Maybe let the inner thighs touch and wiggle the feet away for just a moment if you weren't already there. Just to kind of reset the hips. And then let's take a big stretch out. Send the knees up to the ceiling. Send the legs forward. Send the arms behind you. Stretch out from the fingers to the toes. And then bring yourself into a fetal position. Bring the knees into the belly, the arms into the chest. Just take a moment to rest on one side, pausing there. And then nice and easy, press the ground away, come up to seated. So you could be in cross legs here. You can bring one leg in front, whichever side, it doesn't matter. Take a big sun breath. Inhale out and up above the head. Lift the arms up. And exhale, slide your hands back to heart center. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Bow to your heart and bow to any intention that you might have created. Then inhale, slide the hands up to the ceiling. Lengthen the arms, maybe open the eyes. Exhale, open wide, stretch through the fingertips, drop the chin to your chest. Do that again. Inhale out and up. So that's your sun breath. The palms touch. Slide hands through midline, back through heart center. Eyes could close. Do that again. Inhale, slide up. So you're starting to link your breath with your movement. And exhale, open wide. Drop the chin, stretch the arm. Do that again. Inhale, fly up. Exhale through prayer. One breath per movement, coming into that meditative flow, linking breath with movement. Inhale up. And exhale, open. Let's pause at the bottom. On your next in-breath, bring one arm out to the side. Exhale, up and over the other side. Lift the wrists, lift the waist, look up. As you inhale, come up. And as you exhale, take the other side up and over. Let's keep going. Inhale to rise. Exhale to switch. Inhale to rise. And exhale to switch. Last time to come on up. Bring the arms behind, drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press your fists to the ground, open the heart by squeezing the backs of the shoulders together and lifting them. Exhale, release the gaze, roll the shoulders. Let's take a seated twist here, but before we go, just switch the cross of your legs. So go ahead and put the other leg in front, just so the hips get equal amount of love on both sides. So inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, twist towards one side. Bring one hand behind, bring the other hand in front to touch the knee. Lengthen your spine, sit up long and tall. Maybe look over the back shoulder. As you inhale, rise up. And as you exhale, a switch. Twist the other way. Down to the ground, lifting the spine over the back shoulder. Pause the knee. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale to bring your hands behind you one more time. Drop the chin, interlace your fingers. Press the fists down to the ground, squeeze the backs, the shoulders, open up the heart. And then this time as you exhale, dive forward. So you could keep the fingers interlaced or you could release them and reach them to the top of the mat. Just go a little bit or go all the way. Take a forward fold. Pause here. On an inhale, let the arm bones pull you up. As you exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders. Press into the fingers behind you. Lift your heart, lift the chest, look up, and maybe lift the hips. You could press the pelvis forward if you wanted to. And exhale, release the hips back down. Come to tabletop, so either come over the shins or unwind the legs. So you'll be on all fours. You can bring the hands a little further forward of the shoulders and just start to circle the hips. You can take them around in one direction. So we've been practicing this over the past week and a half, just these big circles. So in class, I use this all the time as a way to kind of get the whole body warmed up. So let them be as big or small or fast or slow as you want. And then when the hips go to the back, go the other way. And then when the hips come to the back, come all the way to child's, let the big toes touch. Sink back, stretch the arms forward, let the head relax. And then just roll the forehead left to right. So roll across the forehead, pausing here. And then holding, arms either extend or palms together to prayer. Elbows could bend, forearms could fold back to the head, holding there. New breath. Extend the arms forward. Roll through cat pose, bring the knees hip width distance. Keep shifting forward till you come towards up dog. So dip the hips, lift the belly, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift up. And exhale, take it back. Bring the tail back towards the heels. Stretch the arms and pause. Do that again, roll forward. So if you're just joining us, we're in our gentle, moderate flow class that we usually do at the studio at 9. And we're streaming from home today. So just take a couple more rounds of this. We're still in our warm-up. Good job. And then the next time that you come forward, let's go on to our bellies. So when you roll through cat, come all the way down to your belly. You're going to soften the elbows and make a pillow for your head. Stack the palms or stack the fists, let the head drop. Then the knees, toes up, and windshield wiper the legs, side to side. And then start to circle the shins one way. And circle the shins the other way. Let the legs come long. Inhale the right leg to the back of the room. Just lift it up a little bit and set it down. Inhale the other leg up and set it down. Bring arms alongside the body, the chin towards the mat. On an inhale, lift the upper body up so legs can stay and turn the palms to face each other. So you're just going to hover, upper body lifted. And exhale down, come onto one side of the face. This time as you lift, you could take the lower body with you. Inhale, lift the upper body, lift the lower body. So you're just hovering on the hip points and pubic bone. And exhale, release the other side of the face. One more time. Inhale to rise. You're going to stay for a couple breaths. If this is too much, you can come out at any time. If you want more, interlace your fingers, press your fists towards your heels, lift the chest, and pause. You're in locust pose, so strengthening your back body, opening the heart. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower back down. Bring the hands alongside the chest, right behind the shoulders. And press yourself up and back to child's pose. Take a moment to breathe into your back body. Breathe into the low back, the middle back, the upper back. And exhale, release the upper back, the middle back, and lower back. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders. Press into your hands to roll up. Go on your heels or lengthen to come up. And then take a high kneel. Lift the hips, lift the arms. Stand on your shins. Look up. Exhale, open the arms. Touch your low back. Drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Open up. Exhale, release. Back to all fours. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the navel up and then drop the tailbone, drop the head. You're in cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the heart. You're in cat. Do that again. Exhale to curl. So you're working through flexion and extension of the spine. We're still in our warm-up, just creating some heat in the body, lubricating the joints, starting to gently warm ourselves up so we can get ready for our flow. And then again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the heart, cow. Exhale, round the back, navel up and in, tail and head drop to calf. And then inhale to lengthen, head to tail, curl the toes under. We're about to come up to down dog, but I'll give you a modification. So if you want puppy pose, toes are curled under, arms stretch forward, chest melts, forehead or chin to the mat. So that's always an option instead of dog. Or arms, stand up. Hands are wide, shoulder width distance. Come to lift the knees and press the hips back. So that's another option, down dog. If down dog ever gets to be too much, rest in puppy or child, because we'll be here a few times today. From your down dog, spread your fingers wide, have your hands shoulder width distance, your feet are hip width distance, and start to pedal out your feet. Press one heel down, bend one knee, press the other heel down, bend the other knee. And then take a moment to pause here in down dog. If it's hard or challenging to get a long flat back, that's what we're looking for, just bend the knees. And then it might be easier to stretch the spine long. Let the head hang, maybe shake it left to right, or up and down. Hold here. And then from down dog, step your feet to your hands, or your hands to your feet, or if you're in puppy, just come to stand. You're just gonna walk towards the top of the mat, feet are hip width distance, head relaxes, shake it, yes. Shake it, no. Now from here, from your forward fold, you're gonna take your peace finger, so make a peace sign. Glue your pointer finger and middle finger together. Turn them to face each other and slide them between the big toe and the second toe if you can. You're gonna hook right underneath the big toe. And then make a fist around your big toe. Lengthen your spine, take a flat back. And exhale, deepen your fold. Bend the elbows out to the side, drop the head. If you can't reach your toes, you can bend the knees, or just keep the hands on the shins or the legs or wherever they feel comfortable. Take a few breaths. From here, lengthen the spine, straighten the arms, straighten the back, straighten the legs if you can. And exhale, release the toes, deep fold, bend the knees. From here, roll your body up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. Arms hang off the shoulders at the top. Big sun breath, inhale up. And exhale, hands through prayer. Stand up tall. Maybe close your eyes. Come back to your intention. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Continue pausing here and just take a moment to tune in. To notice how you feel in your body, how you feel in your heart, how the breath feels. Coming back to any intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Utilizing this yoga practice as a way for us to find peace, to become more aligned, to soothe any anxiety, to create greater health and well-being, to connect and form community. So taking this time just to honor that, to be grateful for this practice, to be grateful for your strong, able, competent body, to be grateful for any of the other blessings in your life at this moment that you're feeling particularly blessed for. And then take another deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands. Take a sun breath to the top, inhale out and up. As you exhale, bend your knees and swan dive. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Bring your hands to your shins or fingertips to the mat. Stretch the head away from the tail. Exhale, deep fold over your legs. From here, you're at the top of the mat. You're going to step the right leg back, or whichever leg. Come on the fingertips. Good. Soften the back knee. Lift the heart, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips straight in the legs, head to shin. And then do that again, bend the knee. So start to warm up the legs, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, head to shin. You could have blocks underneath the hands, keep going, or couch cushions, or books, or anything that you have nearby to help bring the ground up higher if you wanted to. And then this time you bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight. You're going to take a revolved lunge, so either keeping the back knee lifted or dropping it down to modified. Press into the right hand fingertips or block and stretch towards your front bent knee. Lift the left arm, look up, hold there, couple breaths. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hand. Then come up to a high lunge. So open the arms out and up. Come all the way up. Pause at the top. So your crescent lunge or your warrior one, the Pali version of a warrior one, or Virabhadrasana one. Inhale, straighten the front knee. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Spin the back heel down. Open the arms. Look out over your front fingers. On an inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the legs. Back hand to back leg. Top arm lifts. Look up. And exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Again, inhale, straighten and lengthen and lift, look up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, pick it up. And exhale, release. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior. So now keep the front knee bent and just the body tips and hold that couple breaths. On an inhale, straighten the legs, open the arms, hold here. You can look this way. Just shorten your stance a little bit. So wiggle that back foot in a little bit. Back foot's facing the long edge of the mat. Front foot's facing the front edge of the mat. We're coming in a triangle. Slide the hands along an imaginary table. Bump the hips back. And then when there's no more room to go, bring that bottom hand to the bottom shin. Top arm up to the ceiling and look up. So the bottom hand can touch the shin. Or you could bring the back of the hand to the calf. Or you can bring your hand to the ground, maybe outside that front leg. But we're trying to get our torso above our bottom leg. Our shoulders are glued back to this imaginary wall behind us. Our head is in line with our pubic bone and tailbone. And then lift the head up if you can. If that bothers the neck, look down at the ground. But pause for a couple breaths and try. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, take that top hand, close it down towards the bottom hand. Or down towards the bottom leg, and then slide it along that bottom arm all the way up towards the ceiling. You can lift up and look up. Exhale, close it down to that bottom hand, look down. And then slide it along the bottom arm, all the way up towards the ceiling. One more time. Exhale, release. And inhale, slide up. At the top, pause here. You're in triangle pose, Trikonasana. Take a breath. And then breath, rise up. Bend the front knee and dance back, reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Inhale, open the arms shoulder height. As you exhale, toes forward, heels back, wide-legged stance, wrists above the ankles. Lift the arms up. And as you exhale, open the arms behind you. Drop your chin and interlace your fingers. And then press the fists down, squeeze the backs of the shoulders together, open up the heart, look up. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips to dive forward. So you could come halfway, you can bring your head right in line with your tail. If there's space, come all the way. Drop the head towards the ground, maybe move the arms away from the back. If this is too much, you could bring your hands to your legs. Hold your legs and keep a flat back. So whatever variation you're in, just stay for a few breaths. Holding here. Let the arm bones pull you up, with the head be the last to lift. At the top, press the fist down and just open the heart for a moment. Lift the chest, look up. And exhale, release the gaze. Open the arms to shoulder height. Turn your front foot to the front, heel lined up with arch of back foot. Bend the front knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down, front arm, back arm, pivot on the ball of the back foot. We're going to take that revolved lunge again. So back knee stays lifted or dropped. Press into right hand fingers or block and twist towards your front bent knee. Lift the other arm, look up. Take a breath. And exhale, release the hand. If that back knee was lifted, just drop it down for a moment. And then back onto the hips and bring the front leg back to meet the back leg. So we're all in a modified knee down plank. So this is a good place to practice. So know that this is always an option for plank pose. So especially when we get into our more vigorous classes, like on Friday when we do our moderate flow, you could always take a modified plank instead of plank. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your elbows back to lower to your belly. That's a modified chaturanga. Uncurl your toes. Lift to cobra. Lift the heart. Point the elbows back. Slide the shoulders down. Open up. And exhale back to belly. Pressing into hands. Take it all the way back to child. Knees hip width or knees could widen. Let's hold for a breath or so. Breathe into the low back, middle back, upper back. Exhale. Relax the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back. Another breath. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press into your hands to roll up or lengthen to come up. Push the head away from the tail. So we do this in our warm-up. Find a high kneel. Lift the hips, lift the arms, lift up. You're standing on your shins. Exhale, open the arms, touch the low back, fingers down, elbows back, and then open up the chest, open up the heart, look up. Exhale, release to tabletop. Let's come back to cat and cow. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the navel up and then drop the tail, drop the head around your back. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, heart opens up, look forward. And exhale, round your back, drop the tail, tuck the navel up and in, drop the head. Inhale, back to cow. One more time. Exhale, curl to cat. And inhale back through cow. As you exhale, lengthen from tail to head. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees to down dog or stretch back out to puppy. Puppy knees would be down, arms extended, down dog. Knees are lifted, head drops. Inhale, come into a calf press. Lift your heels up. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, turn your head underneath your right armpit. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, switch. Drop the left heel by the right knee, look under the left arm. Inhale, rise. And exhale, both heels drop. So, This is our gentle slash moderate pace class. We're bridging the gap between our gentle practice and our more modern intermediate practice. So I'll give options here. So when you're in down dog, there's a few ways you could get forward. You could take your little baby steps that you did in the beginning of class, or come with me and flip the right leg up to three-legged dog. You're going to step or help the right leg through to the top of your mat. So bring the knee into the belly, point your toe like a flying plane, and then step it right through, or if it gets stuck, just help it through. And step the other leg up to meet it. Inhale, long spine. Come to your fingertips or bring your shins to the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, deepen your fold. Drop over your legs. Inhale, reverse swan with straight legs or bent knees if you'd rather, all the way up. And exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Tune back in. Come back to your intention. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release your arms. From the top, sun breath, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. It's the first half of a sun salutation or Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lengthen flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold over your legs. Left leg steps back to lunge. You're near the top of your mat. Left leg steps back. Hands are on the ground or on your blocks. Bend the back knee, lift the heart. You can also grab couch pillows or cushions or books. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, head to shin. Do that again, bend the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten legs, head to shin. And one more time, bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight, knees above the ankle. Press into the left hand, fingers or blocks. You could keep the back knee lifted or drop it. Revolve your lunge. Take that twist towards your front bent knee and hold. Pause there and breathe. And take another deep breath in. As you exhale, release the hand. Come up to a high lunge. So come on your fingertips and then inhale the arms out and up. So the shoulders come above the hips. And then you'll just pause here. So you're in that crescent lunge. You're gazing forward, holding, breathing. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, open up warrior two. The back heel spins down, the feet wiggle, so the front heels lined up with the arch of the back foot, just like we did on the other side. Reverse triangle, straighten the legs. Inhale up, dance back, look up. Exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Again, inhale, pick it up, dance back, look up. And exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale up. And exhale, release. So we hold the bottom here, wrists right above the ankles, front knee bend, back leg straight. You're warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Shoulders right above the hips, arms equal height. Holding. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, dance back. Back hand to back leg, top arm lifts, palm flips to the back of the room. Reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Inhale, straighten the legs, open the arms, keep the feet where they are, and turn your head this way. And then wiggle your back foot in just enough so you can shorten up your stance a little bit. So the back toes are facing the long edge of the mat. The front toes are facing the front of the mat. Shoulders are above your hips. Bump the hips back as you slide the arms forward. And then when there's no more room to go, bring that front hand to the shin. Tap arm to the ceiling. You can also bring back of hand to calf or to the ground, inside or outside the foot. And you're going to look up and try to bring the head in line with the rest of the spine. Long line from crown of head through the sternum, through the middle spine, the low back, out the tailbone. Shoulders are back against that imaginary wall behind you. Torso right above the bottom leg. Triangle pose or Trikonasana. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, close that pose. So you can bring the top hand to meet the bottom hand. And then slide it along that bottom arm. All the way up to the ceiling. Look up. Exhale, release. Like you're closing this imaginary book of your body. And then inhale, slide the arm along the other arm, opening the heart. Physically stretching your heart open. Exhale, release. And inhale, slide up. Exhale right where you are when you get to the top. On an in-breath, come up. And as you breathe out, bend the front knee. Flip the top hand and dance back, reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Inhale, open up, arms shoulder height. Exhale, toes forward, heels back. Now, bring your heels in and your toes out. So shorten up your stance a little bit. So on the other side, we took a wide-legged fold. Here, we're going to take our goddess pose. Reach to the corners of the room where the wall would meet the ceiling. And then bend the knees, bend the hips, and sink into goddess. Elbows are shoulder height. Take a little rock in your goddess. Good. All right. Inhale, five-pointed star, lift up. And exhale, sink. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, sink. You're doing great. You're building strength, endurance, balance. Inhale up. Exhale, sink. Hold the bottom. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press the left arm across the chest. Reach the right arm above the head. Look up. And exhale back through goddess. Do that again. Press through. Other side. Inhale. Exhale through goddess. One more time. Super strong legs. You're building lots of strength in your legs. You're opening your hips. Exhale, release goddess. Good. One more time. You can do it. You're doing great. Inhale. Exhale. Sit lower. You're almost done. See if you can go a little lower. Hold. And then inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, open arms, shoulder height. Wiggle the feet. So the toes are forward, the heels are back. Wrists are right above the ankles. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. You're going to turn the right foot to the front of the room. Bend the right knee to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, cartwheel down, front arm, back arm, pivot on the bottom of the back foot. Keep the back knee lifted or dropped. Press into left hand, fingers are blocked. Revolve to your front hip. Revolve, lunge. Knee lifted or dropped. Take a breath. Another deep inhale. As you exhale, release your hand. So here's our option for this gentle / moderate pace class. We could keep the back knee lifted or drop it down to modified. I'm going to step back to plank or modified plank and hold. So the wrists are above, the shoulders are above the wrists. Fingers are wide, and you're holding here. Knees dropped or lifted. You could drop your knees and come through a modified version of chaturanga like we did earlier. Or come with me and keep your knees lifted. Glide the shoulders in front of the wrists, so shift forward on your toes. Bend the elbows back, hover at 90 or come to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Uncurl your toes. Be on the tops of your feet. Lift your knees and straighten the legs if you're in up dog. Exhale, downward dog. When you get into your dog, come on the balls of your feet. Lift your heel. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath your left armpit. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, both your heels drop. Take a moment just to hold your down dog. Breath yourself here. And just like we did on the other side, you can either take your baby steps to get forward to the top of the mat, or flip the left leg up, three-legged dog, hip high step, or help the left leg through the top of the mat between the hands. Step the other leg up to meet it, hip width distance. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, bring fingertips to the ground or hands to shins. Exhale, deep fold over your legs. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Fly out and up all the way. Let your palms touch above your head. And exhale, slide your hands to prayer. And back to any intention that you started with. Or invite an intention in right now. What are you seeking from this practice? What do you need in your life right now? How do you want to feel in your body, in your mind, in your heart? Perhaps there's a specific word: peace, faith, healthy, love. Perhaps repeating that to yourself as if you already are that, you already have that. I am peace. I am love. I am healthy. I am safe. Whatever it is for you. Holding that in your heart, knowing that to be true, letting that radiate from your heart through your entire body, mind, and spirit. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms. Take another sun breath to the top. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, stay standing, open the arms, catch your hips. We'll do a little standing balance here. So like we did Monday, we'll work that crane pose or Balikasana. So come on the ball of your left foot. I'm not really sure how this is mirroring or not, so I have to test that out. So whichever leg, it doesn't matter. Flex your foot. Bring your knee up a little bit or to hip height. So whichever leg, hold here. Bring the arms out to T, shoulder height. And soften the elbows and the wrists. So that's your crane pose. And you're just going to hold. This is standing balance. Stay where you are. So we're going to take this one more step. So you're in crane pose, Balikasana. We're going to come in and out of this and warrior three. So we're just practicing balance right now. So crane pose to warrior three. You're going to press your foot back and stretch the arms straight like a tightrope walker. See if you can bring your head in line with your heel or about them. And then come back to crane. Bend the elbows in, bend the wrist in, pull that knee up towards hip height, flex your foot. And do it twice more. Press your foot back, warrior three, Virabhadrasana three. Go as far as you can. We're just practicing balancing on one leg. Inhale, arms back, flex your foot. And exhale, stretch the arms, stretch the legs. And then this is the last time we're going to come up to crane. So bend the knee, bend the elbows, bend the wrists. Hold your crane pose, take a deep breath. And exhale, release. You're going to spring up to stand. Inhale, rise. Exhale through your mouth and swan dive. Now fly your arms like wings and open your body up so you bring your head in line with the hips, like you're flying through the air. Exhale, release everything. Drop your wings, drop your body. And inhale, reverse your swan dive. You can also do that with bending your knees to protect your back with that. And exhale through prayer. Just hold for one breath here. Stand up tall. That's that intention. I am at peace. I am healthy. I am strong. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms. Last time. Sun breath, inhale up. Exhale, open arms, catch your hips. I'm just going to turn this way. So you're going to do the whole thing on the other side. Come on the ball of the right foot or whatever foot you didn't do yet. Flex your foot. Bring your knee up a little bit or all the way to hip height. And hold there. Inhale the arms out and up, shoulder height. Bend the elbows, bend the wrists. Hold there. Take a couple breaths. So you're going to pause. You're in that crane pose or Balikasana. Knee is as high as your head as it can, but it could certainly be lower. Take a deep breath. And then stretch out to warrior three. So stretch the arms out straight. Flex your foot. Bring the head in line with your heel. Inhale up. Crane pose, Balikasana, hold. And exhale, stretch back through warrior three. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, stretch. This is the last time we're going to come up. So inhale up. And exhale, release. Spring up. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, fly your arms like wings, flat back, hover. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Last time up, palms touch at the top. This time, bring your thumb between your eyebrows, that place of intuition, inner knowing, your third eye. Hold there, take a deep breath in. Exhale, thumb to heart center. Hold there, right at your sternum. Back to your intention, back to that, and whatever it is you're manifesting, breathe that in. And exhale, release your arms. Last sun breath, inhale, we're going to take it to the mat. Exhale, bend your knees and swan dive. Let's stretch it out one more time. Inhale, flat back, bring hands to shins or fingertips to the mat, stretch. Exhale, deep fold. Good, send one leg back and land on your knee. Send the other leg back and land on your knee. Let's keep our toes front under. Walk the hands forward. Melt the chest to puppy. So you might have been practicing this in Little Down Dog, but if not, we'll come into it now. forehead to mat or chin to mat. Holding in a couple breaths. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, uncurl your toes, sit back on your heels. Slide the hands back. Roll up or lengthen up to sit on your heels. So before we came to a high kneel, if you want to do that for your knees or shins or hips, do that. If you're okay here, just bring the hands behind you a little bit. And then lift your hips here. Maybe press them forward here. Maybe lift the heart here. If that's too much, be in a high kneel and bring your hands here a little bit. Exhale, release back in. Bring the hips off to the side. Swing the legs around to the front. And let's scooch up towards the top of our mat. So we're going to take it down to the mat for some gentle stretching before we come to Shavasana. Lift the arms up. And exhale, slowly lower. Tuck the tail. Scoop the belly. All the way down to your mat. Once you get down, take a nice big stretch. Send the legs forward, send the arms behind. Stretch out the waist, your back, your fingers, your toes. Gather your knees up into your body just like you did in the very beginning of class. Hold the knees or the shins or wrap the arms around the legs and rock. You're doing great. Good. Bring your hands to your knees. Circle your knees one way. And circle the knees the other way. Good. And then bring the knees right in line with the hips. Open the knees apart. Soles of feet together like bounding. Low Baddha Konasana. Slide the hands down the shins. Grab your ankles, tops of the feet or outer edges of the feet. Hold the feet together, knees apart. Lengthen the neck. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. And then from where you are, flex your feet up towards the ceiling if you'd like, so the ankles are right above the knees. You could keep holding the outer edges of the feet, the ankles or the calves or shins. Also, you could take those peace fingers that we did before, turn your fingers to face each other, close them, grab the inside of the big toe, so between the big toe and the second toe, hook around the big toe, and then use your thumb to make a little fist. You've got that fist around your big toe. Feet are flexed, ankles are above the knees. You're a happy baby. If you want to rock, go ahead and rock. And maybe close your eyes again. And then pause and stillness, hold here. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Good. Bring the soles of your feet towards each other. Bring your hands to your knees, close the legs back towards each other. Place your feet on the ground, knees up to the ceiling, open the arms to T. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee, here in figure 4. You could stay here or pick the bottom foot up, then hold the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. If you're there, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling and hold. Pause here, a couple breaths. Take another deep breath in. And full breath out. If you have a straight leg, you're going to bend that knee and place your foot down to the ground and then open the arms to T. You're in figure 4. Cross the top leg over the bottom leg, let the inner thighs touch. Press into the bottom foot to scoot your hips to the left, so you're more on the right hip. And then let the knees go to the right and turn your head to the left. You could keep the legs crossed or you could unwind them. You could also bring the right hand to the outer edge of the leg or keep it out to T. Wherever you are, stay. Maybe close the eyes and take a few breaths, wringing out anything you don't need, making space for what you do need. Noticing where you can relax a little further. You're ready, bring the head through center. Bring the knees back up through center. Open the arms back to T. Press into the bottom foot to shift the hips back and unwind the legs. Cross the right ankle over the left knee to figure four. You're going to stay here. You could pause right where you are. Or pick the left foot up and hold the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin. You could also send your left leg up to the ceiling if you wanted to. You'll take a few breaths there. And take another deep inhale. As you exhale, rebend the left knee if it was straight. Place your foot back to the ground if it was lifted. Open the arms back to T. Cross the legs closer. Press into the bottom foot. Shift the hips to the right so you're more on the left hip. And then bring the knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. You can keep the legs crossed or you could unwind them, your choice. And wherever it feels comfortable. Few breaths here. Just relax. Try to let go. And then when you're ready, bring the head back through center. Bring the knees back up through center. Press into the bottom foot. Shift the hips back through center. Unwind your legs. Let's end like we began. So either take your feet as wide as your mat and let the inner thighs and knees touch, and then slide the arms down like Shavasana. Or if you want more of a hip opener, come to recline bound angle. Open the knees and wiggle the feet together. Soles of feet touch. Arms in Shavasana or hands on belly or one hand on heart and one hand on belly. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, turn your head to the right and just pause for a moment. Breathing into the left side of the neck, take a deep inhale. And full exhale. As you inhale, move your head through center. As you exhale, turn your head the other way and pause. Breath, awareness, attention into the outer right edge of the neck. Deep breath in. And full breath out. On an in-breath, move the head through center. Exhale right where you are. Take a moment to land here. Connect into your heart, to your body, to your breath, to your spirit. Allowing this practice to be an opportunity for you to be aligned. Aligned in peace, in gratitude, in love. Letting this practice not only change yourself, but affect all those that you come in contact with physically, or by the phone, or by however you're seeing or connecting with other people right now. Allowing yourself to be a beacon of light for those around you, to elevate others with your grace. And then from where you are, if you're in reclined bound angle, just bring the hands to the outer edges of your legs. Let the inner thighs and knees touch if they're not already. Bring the knees together, feet wide, just for a moment if you're in that reclined bound angle, or you might still be resting in this inner thighs touching, knees touching. If you're there, just stay. Take a breath. Maybe hands on belly. And then we're going to make our way into Shavasana. So open the knees just to face the ceiling. Send the right leg long, send the left leg long. Take the arms alongside the body so the backs of the hands touch the ground. Take a moment to move or not move in any way that you want. So any final poses, adjustments, postures that we didn't get to, stretching, stillness, feel free to do that. If you want to put on any extra layers to keep yourself warm, you could do that, or grab a blanket. You could also put pillows or any props underneath the knees to alleviate any pressure in the low back. Eventually come to stillness, close your eyes. I'm going to guide you into Shavasana, so if this is new or less familiar, just follow along. You're on your back. Your legs are long. They're slightly greater than hip width distance apart. The feet are soft and relaxed. The arms are long and they're slightly away from the body, so about 45 degrees at your armpit. Palms open. Head in line with the rest of the body without falling to the right or the left. Long plumb line from the very crown of the head, down the back of the skull, through the neck, through the shoulders, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, out the tailbone. Close your eyes. Let your breath soften. Feel yourself surrender and let go. Allow your whole body to relax. Soften your forehead. Relax the muscles around the eyes and the jaw and the face. Relax your throat, mouth, the tongue. Feel the space around the heart and chest open up, radiant, peaceful, consciously awake and aware. Letting that light from your heart radiate from your whole body. Sending peace and relaxation through the chest and collarbones and arms. The hands, the fingers, the thumbs. The belly, the hips. All the way down the legs, the upper legs, the lower legs, the soles of feet, tips of toes. Notice if there's anywhere else that you could relax or soften. Allow yourself permission to let go and receive. Taking in whatever it is that you need this morning. Whatever will help sustain you through these times. I am at peace. I am loved. I am safe. I am healthy. I am well. Take the next few moments in stillness and silence, enjoying this rest. And taking a moment to pause and be present. Welcome to stay as long as you'd like in Shavasana if you're able. When you're ready to come out, you're just going to bring your attention back to your breath. Start to let your breath deepen. Begin to notice how you feel without needing to change anything or move. Just see your body from above. Notice the shape that your body's taking. Notice how your body feels right now. And then maybe, only if you're ready, start to bring movement in. Maybe just a little wiggle of the fingers or the toes. And then in your own time, start to gradually come onto either side. So you can come onto the right or the left and just bring the knees into the belly, bring the arms into the chest. You can make a little pillow for the head if you'd like, with the arms, and just hold here. Taking another moment to yourself. Take your time to press up. You can use the top arm to help press you to seated. Keep your eyes closed or a soft gaze. You're going to stay in that place of peace and internal awareness and inward focus for just a moment longer. Bring the backs of the hands to the lap. Open up the hands. Lengthen your spine. Touch the thumb and pointer finger together in Hiya Mudra, or this hand mudra of continuous energy and connection. Lengthen your spine from the base of the tail to the top of the head. Close your eyes. Soften your face. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. On your next inhale, bring your hands together to touch in front of your heart in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, connecting the right and left hemisphere of the body, the mind. And then bow your head to your heart. Take a moment here to reconnect to any intention that you set this morning. Honoring that, feeling that, inviting that in, knowing that to be true. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin. Deep breath in. And as your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's been so fun to practice with you, even if it's from afar. So hopefully we'll continue to see you on the mat in your homes and in our homes. And I wish you a beautiful, peaceful, joyful day. And hope to tune in again soon. I'll be back on the mat Friday morning at 9. Thank you. Friday morning at 9 for a moderate flow class. So please continue to practice and breathe and hold each other up in light and love and peace and health. So I'll see you guys again soon. Feel free to like, comment, share. Let me know what you want to see. We're here for you. We're in this together, and we'll continue to keep supporting each other and moving and just doing the best we can to stay healthy and well. So wishing you a peaceful day. Thank you.